Hey there, when Sid bought this Trail 125, not only did she want to learn how to ride a motorcycle, she wanted to learn how to wrench on a motorcycle. So what we're going to do today is, it's due for its first oil change. I'm going to walk her through it. I don't think she's ever changed oil in anything before, but we'll see what happens. Let's bring her out here.
Hey!
Hey, you ready to change some oil?
I guess so. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
It's cold out here. How long is this going to take?
Depends how good you are at it.
Like an hour and a half.
Come on over here. I've already cheated and got us a starting spot. We're going to change the oil in your Honda 125. It has a 600-mile first change. We're a little bit before that, but we're going to change it for two reasons. One, I played around in water. Anytime you play around in water, it's a good idea to check your oil.
How many miles did you put on it?
I'm not sure.
Or 162.
Okay.
So well before.
Well before, but I was playing in water. So when you play in water, I always like to give a good little check. Okay. And then the other reason is we're going to install this gold plug here. And this gold plug has a magnetic tip on it. So it'll draw any contaminants down onto that plug.
Is gold the brand?
Yeah, the gold's the brand.
Oh, okay.
I'll put all that in the
description?
In the description down below for everybody. But these bikes do not have an oil filter like many other bikes. They just use a spinner in here and a screen. That service isn't due till the 8,000th mile, and mostly because you have to split the case to get at it. We're not going to do that.
To change the screen or
to
split with the...
Clean the spinner and change the screen. Not due till 8,000 miles.
So what's a spinner? Is it like a centrifuge or...?
Kinda. It gets all the gunk. Kind of
okay.
Spins the gunk up into a pile. Little engines don't have that much of a problem. This one is great because its service intervals are 600 miles, then 4,000 miles, and then every 4,000 miles after that.
Okay.
On the 8,000th mile, we'll have to worry about the spinner and screen. We're not going to worry about it till then, per Honda, I believe them.
Okay.
But we are going to put this in there, and what this will do is any sludge, normally this will get some sludge and a little piece of metal as the new engine wears in, but we should see less of that on the 4,000 change, and it'll let us kind of evaluate what's going on with the oil as we change it going forward. So we're going to put this in brand new.
Okay. Do we have to like drill a hole in the thing, or is there already a plug and we're just replacing it with this plug?
There's already a drain plug that we're going to take out next.
Okay.
All right. So
good. Let's do it.
First thing you want to do is warm the engine up.
Can you like time it so you don't get it burned?
No. We're just going to
Touch it.
We'll be right back. Okay, shut it off. I think we're about ready.
Engine warm.
The engine's warm, and we're going to do that so it drains out easier. I need you to kind of get ready and lay down here on the ground, because you'll have to look
Don't laugh
up
at
underneath.
me.
I won't laugh. A blanket?
I tried to tell. I thought it would have worked. The concrete is cold.
It is cold, so.
Okay.
Hey guys, it is kind of cold today here, so.
So I just have to make sure I catch all the oil so I don't.
Yeah, you don't want oil to run into that, so. I got you a big catch basin.
My little spring sleeping.
We're going to kind of use this big one because I want to see what the oil looks like in it, as
Okay.
opposed to just draining it. So, up underneath, there are two bolts, and they're underneath the skid plate.
I see a bunch of bolts.
There's a bunch of bolts. You might have to
Am I looking for that bolt right there?
You're looking for this bolt right here, and it will fit this. It's a 17mm socket. I'm kind of cheated, and so I'm going to put this all in the description, guys, so you'll know what tools you need before you start. But what you'll do is it's the bigger one in there, kind of toward you, I believe.
Okay. I got it.
Think you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Put this on a socket.
I actually have never used a socket before.
Have you ever changed oil before?
No.
Okay, great. Awesome.
I grew up on a farm and like here's the story of people will relate to this maybe. I held the light.
Did you hold it good?
No, of course not. Of course not. I was a teenager, so.
All right.
All right. What did you just do? You just tightened it up?
Yeah, I just was checking to see if it's going the right way, and I think it is.
Okay.
But I'm probably wrong. You have a 50% chance. Now I'm going to slide this under here. I don't expect oil to come out yet, but just in case. Now you have to crack it open.
Okay.
But don't unscrew it yet. Wait, make sure I didn't have it turn it the wrong way for you. All right, try that.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, got it? I think you got it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Before you do anything else, I guarantee you're gonna get cancerous oil on your hands.
Okay.
Let's what about the second?
So what's this? Okay, so this is how little I know. I expect this to be, because it's a new bike, it shouldn't be all black and cruddy.
It gets black. It gets black pretty quick. We'll see. One of the reasons I want to do this is just kind of see if there's oil shavings in it. We've only run it a couple hundred miles, so.
I've put oil in a car. I've driven back cars before. It shouldn't stink or anything. It's just going to be oil.
No, it should be oily.
It's not like gas.
The one thing we don't want to see is it to be milky. If it's milky, then I run through the creek, got milk and that's bad. So we hope it doesn't go. Yeah.
Okay.
It probably won't. Now what you'll do is make sure this pan's underneath, and then unscrew that bolt the rest of the way, and oil will just start to pour out.
Or I may be screwing it in, because I kind of turn it both ways with that wrench.
If you're still screwing it by hand right now, it's coming out.
Okay.
And when it comes out, it'll all gush.
Oh, so get out of the way.
Well, no, but just be aware of it. You know, you're trying not to drop the bolt in the.
Oh, that's a guarantee. I'm definitely going to do that.
But if you do, you won't be the first person that's dropped the bolt. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, here's a towel with your other hand, kind of
what?
wipe up your gloves so you don't get all over the pavement there. There you
Okay.
go. Now bring out the. This is the old one. We're gonna let that drain a second.
This is our very official oil pan?
This is yeah, and actually the oil looks pretty good. Actually, that's not this is the oil pan. I want to look to see if there's anything in there. And the oil actually looks, it's brownish.
I actually do know that he keeps an oil thing back there that he takes to the place every once in a while.
So.
Although, that guy's gone, what are you gonna do with your old oil?
All this county, I'll just have to drive it further.
Okay.
So see how this is the old one? And I guess I can probably get this on camera. I don't know. So if you see, this is the one it comes with, and it's just a bolt basically, and then a crush washer. And then this is the new one, and if you see that little tip, that gold tip, that's magnetic, and you can see it sticks on there, really good. And this is going to catch any little filings in the future. And it's just a good thing. It's on a lot of cars and a lot of motorcycles already, just not on the Honda 125. When you put them back in, they have what they call a crush washer. And this plug came with a new one. I don't actually use a new crush washer every time. I kind of examine it. We're going to use a new crush washer this time, simply because it's a brand new drain plug. Sometimes you'll have to replace that every time. So why don't you go ahead and screw this back in where we took the other one out of.
Okay, so I'm just going to put it back in.
Yep, you're just going to put it back in.
Ah! It's really magnety.
Yeah. Then,
okay.
what you're going to do is, the torque spec on it is 18 pounds of torque.
Okay, torque is how far you do that.
How much grunt you put on it. This is a torque wrench, and I've preset this one for you. 18 foot-pounds, and it'll pop. Put that on there and so you set it back here, it says 18, it has foot-pounds right there. You'll feel it, it'll give like a little pop.
Do I have to go under it or can I just feel around?
You can do whatever you want.
I better go under.
Is there no more oil falling?
No, there's no more oil falling.
Okay, then we'll take this out of the way to avoid spilling. Yep.
Next time remind me I need to get my hair off the ground so that I don't get oil in it.
You put a blanket. There you go. Hear that little pop?
Yeah.
That gets it. That tells you it's 18 foot-pounds. So take it off.
You sure?
Yep. Do not get in an oil debate with anybody. Honda does recommend their own oil, 10W30 motorcycle oil. And that just means it needs to be API, SG, or greater. It can be synthetic. It can't be. This is just what the local O'Reilly's carries. I don't believe this little engine is terribly specific. They run them all over the world, and I'm sure it doesn't get grade oil anywhere. So just hit your grade. Again, it does recommend Honda. I'm using just the proper spec oil from the book. It's not quite a full quarter liter. It's 700 milliliters. 0.7 of a liter would be 700 milliliters. We've got a graduated cylinder that I did not steal from your kitchen.
Nice, thank you.
Right here. So if you'll fill this up, and then we're going to put that in the bike.
So I'm going to tell you what I would do.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Which I like. You have a little spout and all that, so that's great. But I would pour it off until I got to 700 milliliters right there. It's on the bottle. You can see the line.
You could. So we want to gently pour it in there slowly. Oh yeah, that's a good job. All right, go ahead and put the plug back in. So let's go ahead and wipe off the plug, the top of the plug. And then you check your oil. You check your oil with this one right here. If you'll pull that out.
Nothing's gonna come out.
It takes like 9 million, yeah, nothing's gonna come out. It's gonna take 9 million turns. Like wipe that down. And then what you'll do is you'll just set,
Not threaded?
yeah, not thread it. You'll just set it down on there and pull it out. What's it say? That's it.
Can we keep this plug?
Yeah, we'll keep this. We have to clean up our mess.
I changed my oil!
You did your first oil change. How'd it feel?
It felt like changing the bolt.
Okay, it was changing a bolt. Oh, hold on, bonus footage. So we're gonna go with bonus footage. Can you slide that on there?
I just push it on?
Yeah, push it on. It should be pretty hard.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You want me to push all the way
Oh
on?
yeah, push it all the way on. Yeah, and then it's done.
Oh.
So really throw your shoulder into it.
I thought you were gonna like put silicone on it.
I don't think we're gonna need to. I think we may. If it starts coming off, we will. But I think it'll be okay. Just push it on there. Oh no, you got it.
It's at the end. I just wanna. I guess the point is not to get it through the end, though, right?
Yeah, you'll get it through
Okay.
that. Yeah, there you go. First mod complete. Congratulations. So we changed the
We
oil.
got a box on there. Baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
put the box on.
Okay,
there.
so we have a box, the rubber thingy, and then we've changed the oil. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll probably be doing a little bit of this with all the accessories, so be sure to subscribe to the channel, and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.